Hi friends, welcome to Rec at Home, brought to you by the Community Recreation Division of Arlington County Parks and Rec. My name is Miss Liz, and today we're going to be working on an abstract Valentine painting. So let's check out what supplies we need and get started. Okay, the first thing we'll need is a piece of white paper, and we're also going to use a pencil today, as well as an oil pastel or crayon that is black. If you don't have either one of those, you can use a permanent marker. We'll also use watercolor paints, and you'll need a paintbrush, and you'll also need a cup of water. Okay, let's get started. Okay, our first step is to sketch out our design. So grab your pencil and start drawing. Since this is a Valentine's Day project, I'm going to draw a heart, and I'm also going to write the word love in big block letters. You can make your picture look however you like. Okay, after I have my image drawn, I'm going to draw some lines kind of sectioning off my piece of paper. This is going to help me in a minute because each section I'm going to draw different designs or characteristics for each box. So as you can see, the first box I kind of did some rectangles. This second box, I did some zigzags. The third box, I'm drawing some circles. And then just continue however you like. I'm adding some wavy lines. But really, this is your image, so make it look however you want. Alright, now that I have my image all sketched out, I'm going to grab my oil pastel or my crayon or my marker, and I'm going to use it to go over all of my pencil lines. This is just going to make them darker and will help them pop against the paint that we're going to use. And it's also, if you use the crayon or the oil pastel, it's made of wax, so it will repel the water that's in the paints. All right, so our pencil is all covered up by our oil pastel. So our next step is going to be to begin painting. So grab your paints, your water cup, and your brush, and let's get started. In order to make watercolor paints work, you need to add water to them. So first, dip your brush into your cup of water, and then kind of swirl your brush around on top of the color paint you want to use. A good trick to remember when you're using watercolor paints is the more water you add to the paint, the lighter the color of the paint will be. So if you want like a light wash, make sure you add a lot of water. If you want a really bright, dense color, add less water. It'll make the pigment more concentrated and it will just appear darker and brighter, as you can see with the two green rectangles that I did here. Okay, so when you're painting in your image, just a suggestion to add different elements. You can paint in a section like I did with the green, and then maybe go in over top with a different color and try some polka dots. You can also mix the colors on your paper. So like here I used a little bit of orange, and then I got some red on my brush and kind of mixed that on top of the orange just to give it a deeper color. All right, so our next step is just to finish painting. In this first section, you can see I used some greens and some blues, some purples. So those are cooler colors. In the next section, I'm going to use some warm colors, which would be bright reds, pinks, oranges, and yellows. This will just add contrast to the different sections. Okay, I'm not going to film myself painting the whole thing, but you get the point. You just want to fill up your paper with color. Once you're finished, let your painting dry, and then if you're planning to give this to someone, you can just flip it over and write a message on the back. All right, thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time.